Hello everyone, I am Sidhvita, a member of Krino Forensics, and I welcome you all to this detailed session on steps for writing a research paper. If you are a student or a beginner in academic writing, especially in fields like forensic science, psychology, or any social or natural sciences, this video will be extremely helpful in guiding you step by step through the entire research paper writing process. Here is a quick look at the 14 essential steps we will be covering. Understanding the assignment, understanding your audience, choosing a research paper topic, conducting preliminary research, developing a thesis statement, creating a research paper outline, structuring your paragraphs, writing a first draft, writing the introduction, crafting a strong body of text, writing the conclusion, writing the second draft, revising the paper, final checklist before submission. Each of these steps plays an important role in building a well organized, thoughtful, and impactful research paper. So let's begin this journey one step at a time and understand how to write academically with clarity, depth, and purpose. The first step is to understand the assignment. Before you even pick a topic or open a document to write, you must read your assignment instructions very carefully. What exactly your professor asking for? What's the word count, formatting style, deadline, and the submission method? If anything is unclear, clarify it with your instructor. Make a checklist of requirements and objectives. That way, you can track your progress as you go. Be realistic with your time and resources. Consider the purpose of your paper too. Are you writing to inform or to analyze? Understanding is early will save you a lot of confusion later. Once the assignment is clear, the second step is to understand your audience who will be reading your paper. If you are writing your paper for general readers or beginners, you will want to explain technical terms and keep your sentences simple. But if your audience is experts or your professor who is already familiar with the subject, you can skip the basics and focus more on depth, evidence, and critical thinking. Knowing your audience helps you to decide how detailed your explanation should be, what vocabulary to use, and how to structure your arguments. The third step is to choose a research paper topic. There are many ways to generate a topic idea. You can brainstorm alone, talk to your friend, or read the discussion sessions of published papers. They often mention areas that still need exploration. Choose something that interests you, that's original, meets the assignment criteria, and can be researched effectively. The more specific is your topic, the easier it will be to focus on your paper. Next is the fourth step, conducting the preliminary research. Before you commit to a final topic or thesis, gather background information, read books, peer-reviewed journals, and reliable websites to understand what already been said. Look for current trends or gaps in research. At this stage, you can also write down possible research questions. This will definitely help you to narrow your focus and gives your paper direction. Now, we arrive at fifth step, developing a thesis statement. This is the one of the most important elements of your paper. Your thesis is a concise statement that clearly presents your main argument or the position of your paper will take. It should be a specific database and supported by evidence. Your entire paper will revolve around the statement, so it needs to be focused and clear. Every paragraph in your paper should be somehow support or relate back to the central argument. Step 6 is creating a research paper outline. Think of this as your blueprint. A good outline breaks your paper into sections with headings and subheadings, listing the main points and evidence under each. This helps you to stay organized and ensure your arguments are logically arranged. Although you may change it later, having a solid outline makes the writing process smoother and less overwhelming. Moving to step 7, paragraph structure. Each paragraph should focus on single main idea. Begin with a topic sentence that introduces that idea, Follow it with evidence or examples and finish with a sentence that connects the paragraph back to your thesis or transitions into the next point. Paragraphs are the building blocks of your paper. If they are weak or disorganized, the whole structure collapses. Now we come to step 8, writing your first draft. Don't aim for perfection in your first try. Just get your ideas down. Follow your outline, but feel free to adjust if better structure emerges. Start from the session that feels most natural. It doesn't have to be introduction. Focus on expressing your thoughts clearly and logically. Don't worry about formatting or grammar yet. And remember, cite all your sources even if it's just roughly for now. This saves time later. Then, step 9, writing the introduction. The introduction is crucial because it sets the tone. It usually answers 3 questions: what is your paper about, why it is important, and how you will approach it. Introduce the topic, provide some background, and define any key terms. Then clearly state your thesis and give a preview of the structure. Keep it informative but engaging. Next is step 10, writing the body of the research paper. This is where the real argument happens. Use your thesis as compass to stay on track. Each paragraph should build on the previous one and contribute overall point. Start paragraphs with topic sentences, use evidence wisely, and explain how each piece of information supports your argument. Avoid overloading your reader with data. Stay focused and balanced. Then comes step 11, writing the conclusion. Your conclusion wraps everything up. Don't just restate the thesis, instead, summarize how your argument supported it. You can reflect on the broader significance of your findings, suggest future research, or highlight unanswered questions. But do not introduce any new points here. The goal is to leave the reader with a clear sense of closure. The 12th step is writing the second draft. Now you have the first version. It's time to refine it. Does the structure make sense? Are your arguments strong and backed by evidence? Is there any unnecessary or off topic? Be honest with yourself. If something doesn't work, don't hesitate to cut it out or rearrange it. This is where the real shaping of your paper happens. Step 13 is the revision process. This stage is all about polishing your language, checking for grammar errors, and making sure your ideas follow logically. Read your paper out loud. It will help you to catch awkward phrasing and mistakes. Change the font or print out to see from a new perspective. If possible, have someone else to read your draft. It will help you to catch the new things that you may miss. And finally, step 14, the final checklist. Before submission, double check the formatting requirements like font, spacing, and page numbers. Make sure your citations follow the correct style, whether it's APA, MLA, or Chicago, etc. Revisit your thesis and introduction. Do they match to the paper content? Confirm that each paragraph connects to your main argument and that your conclusion brings everything to satisfying close. If your supervisor or instructor gave a feedback, make sure you have addressed it. And that concludes the complete step-by-step guide on how to write a research paper. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please drop your comments below if you have any questions or if you want us to explain any forensic topic in future videos. We would be happy to cover them. And the presentation document will be shared on our social media platforms. You can directly access the document from there. For more information or queries, you can also reach out to us through our social media channels. Stay tuned for next video to learn with Krino Forensics. Thank you.